Good morning, guys. I'm going to introduce this lesson by asking you, can you think of any words that begin with quad? So pause the video and tell me how many you can think of. So the first one that came to mind for me was this. So a quad bike is a bike with four wheels. Some more that I could think of were our quadriceps. So quadriceps, they're the muscles on the front of your leg just above your knee. And that massive muscle, it's actually four muscles in one. Okay, so if you have quadruplets, that's not twins, that's not triplets, that's having four babies at the same time from the same mother. So it's very, very rare, but quadruplet means four babies being born. Okay, and finally, so my favourite one is quadrilaterals. So quadrilaterals are basically four-sided shapes in mathematics. Alright, so quad means four, so that's an easy way to remember what a quadrilateral is. Quad means four. So, in this lesson we're going to be learning some angle facts all to do with quadrilaterals. I'm going to give you two angle facts before we try lots of practice to find missing angles by using these facts. First of all, angles in a quadrilateral add up to make 360 degrees. It's a very important fact that we need to know, but I don't just want to tell that to you, I want to show you why that's true as well. So I can give you two ways to demonstrate this. First of all, if you consider a square, well, do you know what angles in a square are? So what would this angle here be? Well, we know a square just has four right angles, right? So 90 and 90 and 90 and 90, four lots of 90 give me 360 degrees. So if you're ever in an exam and you can't remember what angles in a quadrilateral add up to make, just think of a square because it's easy, it's just four right angles, isn't it? So that's one way to just never forget that fact. Another way we know that angles in a quadrilateral add up to 360 degrees. So that's just a square, but I'm going to show you why it's true for any shape as well. So let's say if we've got a quadrilateral like this, any quadrilateral, no matter how you draw it, you can draw a line from one diagonal to another, and then you will be able to turn that into two triangles, right? Do we see how any quadrilateral is just two triangles basically stuck together? And what do we know about triangles? Well, the angles in a triangle sum up to make 180 degrees. So any quadrilateral is 180 and another 180 stuck together. So all together, if you add them up, that gives me 360 degrees. So it's an important angle fact that we need to know. So that's our first fact. Let me show you the second. So the second angle fact I'm going to give you today is all to do with parallelograms. Parallelograms are quadrilateral with two pairs of parallel sides. So, as I move these angles around, I want you to tell me, do you notice anything interesting about the angles on this shape? So, what do you notice about the angles on your screen now? Okay, well, these two angles, the angle D and angle B, they are equal. The angles A and C are equal. So I wonder if that's always true. So let's see. So no matter how I spin the shape around, so no matter how much I fiddle with it, I'm always going to have two pairs of opposite angles. So this is true for any parallelogram. So opposite angles in a parallelogram are equal. So angles B and D would be equal in this case, and angles A and C would be equal. Okay, so that's our second fact. So the two facts we know, opposite angles in a parallelogram are equal, and angles in any quadrilateral add up to make 360 degrees. Okay, so let's apply these angle facts to a problem. So in this question we're working out the value of x. If you want to try it yourself, just pause the video. If you want to listen to me, just leave the video running. Okay, so at the moment I can't figure out the value of x yet. However, there's a couple of steps I can do to get it. So the first thing I'm going to look at is this vertex here. So I have a full turn. If you think about it, so you look at that little orange loop that I've done, here's a point, and we know that angles around a full turn, so think back to our first lesson on angles, all of these angles need to add up to make 360 degrees. So if this is 293, what must go in this gap to make it 360 degrees? So if I do 360, take away 293, that tells me that this missing angle must be 67 degrees. Now I am in a position to work out the value of x. Remember what we just said, angles in a quadrilateral, so four-sided shape, add up to make 360 degrees. So if I've got 3 out of those 4 angles, I'm going to take my 360, I'm going to take away the 3 angles that I've got, and that tells me that my missing angle X is 125 degrees. Okay, so on Google Classroom you will find your classwork for today, so please download the worksheet, your answers are also attached, and just let me know if you need any help. Thank you very much, guys.